Hello and a very warm welcome. You're with India Today and this is Non-Stop 100. After Tata Sons removed Cyrus Mistry as the group's chairman, the issue appeared headed for the courts, what may likely to be a messy legal battle. Sources say that the sacked chairman, Cyrus Mistry, is likely to meet several political leaders in the national capital in the next 2 days. Abhishek Manu Singhvi, who will represent the Tatas in the courts, said the caveat were just an early warning system so that the matter is not heard ex parte. Mistry's father's group, Shapoorji Pallonji Group, which holds 18.4% shares in Tata Sons, said they were studying the circumstances of the removal. The 78-year-old Ratan Tata held a meeting with the chiefs of the group companies and urged them to act as leaders in their respective markets. The Samajwadi Party family feud is far from over. Re-inducted Minister Shivpal Yadav today announced that the expulsion of SP leader Pawan Pandya closed UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav aide after he was accused of slapping MLC Ashu Malik. Minutes after Mulayam made his claim, hundreds of Akhilesh's supporters laid a siege to the party office in Lucknow. Mulayam, however, denied any possibility of replacing the Chief Minister before the next elections. Mulayam said it was for Akhilesh to take a decision whether Shivpal and the other sacked leaders would return to his cabinet. Mulayam Singh defended Amar Singh, who was accused by Akhilesh Yadav of causing differences in the family and the party. In an exclusive interview, Akhilesh refused to be drawn into the clan battles. He regretted the fact that some people were trying to take advantage of his father's simplicity. Pakistan's terror group Lashkar-e-Taiba has claimed responsibility for the Uri terror attack that killed 20 soldiers. Several members of a family were injured as Pakistan Rangers continued to wreak havoc along the international border in Arvind sector of Jammu. There wasn't a dry eye in Kurukshetra when BSF Head Constable Sushil Kumar's mortal remains were consigned to flames. Another BSF Jawan, an assistant sub-inspector, was severely injured during a ceasefire violation provoked by Pakistan Rangers in Araspura sector. Bollywood actor Ajay Devgan has said that producers cannot be forced to pay 5 crore rupees to Army Relief Fund in case they work with Pakistani artists. In an exclusive interview to India Today, arms dealer Abhishek Verma has made some shocking revelations. Verma said that he has not met Gandhi for the last 10 years. A JNU PhD student, J.R. Philemon, was found dead in his hostel room on Tuesday by security guards and his friends. An assault case has been lodged against Salman Khan's bodyguard, Shera, who's accused of breaking the victim's cervical bone during a fight. Sacked AAP Minister Sandeep Kumar, who has been arrested on charges of rape, has moved the Delhi High Court for seeking bail. A woman junior engineer was tied to a chair and burned to death in Bihar's Muzaffarpur district. In a shocking case of medical negligence, AMU professor died after waiting for an ambulance for 6 hours. From a revised rank of 131 last year, India's ranking in the World Bank's annual Doing Business report improved by just 1 notch to 130 now. A man was killed and 4 others were injured in a firecracker blast at Old Delhi's Chandni Chowk. In NCR's Ghaziabad, 3 unruly youth who had an altercation with a rickshaw puller first thrashed him and then set him ablaze. A 6-year-old girl was kidnapped from the national capital's Amar colony. The kidnapping was caught on CCTV and police have launched a massive hunt for the abductors. A rickshaw puller allegedly killed a 2-year-old girl by smashing her head against the stairs of a temple in Ranhola. Robbers fired in an ice cream parlor, injuring an employee and looted money from the shop in defense on claim. The Sena mouthpiece, Samna, has hailed the Haji Ali Trust after the Muslim body told the Supreme Court that a separate entrance for the shrine was being constructed for women. The Bombay High Court has served a final ultimatum to the BMC to fill the potholes in the maximum city. In Powai, 3 people allegedly kidnapped and gang raped a minor girl. After the girl's complaint, one of her neighbors was rounded up. In Kolhapur, a mob thrashed 2 youth after they were accused of robbing people, as the alleged thieves were thrashed to pulp. The police, who were on the spot, acted as mute spectators. The government has stepped into the issue of unburdening the Russian local trains. The railways will launch 4 mega projects and invest 5,000 crores to lessen the rush. In a horrific incident, a man doubting his wife of infidelity attacked her with a chopper inside a hospital, leaving her injured. An anti-corruption bureau was in for a shock when they found 32 kgs of silver and 2 kgs of gold articles during a raid on the house of a road transport officer. A protest over job and salary staged by the Home Guards in Hyderabad turned violent. The head of the Home Guards Association was confined himself in a room as part of the protest. Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister had a miraculous escape when the lift that he was using crashed. The minister suffered injuries on his legs and back. The deep depression over East Central Bay of Bengal has intensified into a cyclonic storm current. It is the first cyclone of the season to develop and may hit coastal Andhra. A special CBI court in Bengaluru, in its judgment on a 40 crore rupees bribery and corruption case, acquitted former Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa and his family. Police sources suspect that a rift over the Ganesha festival in Shivajinagar could have led to the gruesome murder. The deceased RSS man was in charge of the arrangements, which did not go well with the ex-BJP man. Citizens who are against the construction of a steel flyover have decided to register their protest by calling up members of parliament and MLAs on their phone numbers. In an attempt to teach a lesson to the railways that allegedly has not paid compensation to 2 farmers, the district court confiscated a train for more than 2 hours. A Bengaluru-based water tanker driver has won the Mr. Asia title at a recently concluded 5th Full Asia Bodybuilding Championship in Philippines. DMK has held an all-party meeting to discuss the Khabare water issue. The DMK will constitute a team to meet farmers and appraise the Prime Minister of the situation. Reacting to DMK's attempt to conduct an all-party meeting, AIADMK said that it was not an all-party meeting but just another DMK meet. After Jayalalitha, it is her political rival DMK chief M. Karunanidhi who is now not keeping well. Karuna is not well as he's developed allergy due to some medication. Vikas Anand, who was arrested for the death of an auto driver and for driving a car in an inebriated state, was given conditional bail by the Madras High Court. The Supreme Court has upheld the order to hand over the death of DSP to the CBI. The woman cop was investigating a caste-sensitive case, was found dead at her home in September. Amidst news of the avian influenza outbreak in Delhi and Madhya Pradesh, the virus has been found in ducks in coastal Arapura district in Kerala, prompting the district administration to take various measures. 20 quick response teams have been constituted to isolate the ducks infected with the H5N8 virus and cull them. After being indicted by a Bengaluru court in the solar scam, former Kerala Chief Minister Manchandi will appeal against the decision in a higher court. Government will introduce a program that will enable distribution of key construction material at a budget price. The decision was taken after a rise in construction prices. 24 trucks of medical waste from Kerala, which was meant to be taken to a private farm in the outskirts of Coimbatore, was seized. The truck driver has been arrested. A police sub-inspector in Jhargram raided a shop and the house of a local and allegedly assaulted a mentally challenged minor and his uncle. The kin of a minor ransacked a government hospital after the boy died due to alleged medical negligence. A huge cache of banned firecrackers was recovered from a warehouse in South 24 Parganas. A body of a newborn child wrapped in a plastic bag was recovered from Bardhaman. Babu Pal, famous for his lighting creations in Hooghly, has bagged the contract for decorating Amitabh Bachchan's house with lights this Diwali. A media arm of ISIS posted still images of armed men wearing explosive vests, saying that the men were ISIS fighters who carried out the attack on a police training college in Quota. Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif visited a civil hospital in Quetta to speak to some of those injured in an attack on a police training academy the day before. Funerals were held for the victims of the Quetta attack in Pakistan. Reports of funerals for 59 victims were held in many areas of northern provinces and the capital, Islamabad. UN human rights staff has received reports of atrocities being committed by the Islamic State militants as Iraqi government forces close in on Mosul. A video taken by a journalist working for a Kurdish media outlet shows a jet destroying an Islamic State car bomb heading for Kurdish Peshmerga forces in the village of Nawadin. Attackers blew up parts of a hotel in Kenya, killing at least 12 people in a raid claimed by the Shabab militants from neighboring Somalia. French authorities began tearing down the makeshift shelters that house thousands of residents of Calais jungle migrant camp. Massive protests took place as the migrants were evacuated. An Israeli teen was killed by Egyptian gunfire along the border. Tensions escalated after the killing of the teen, with authorities taking up the issue with the Egyptian government. A British Airways flight from San Francisco to London was diverted to Vancouver after members of the cabin crew became unwell. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump holds a press meet at his Trump National Doral Resort, in which employees were invited up on stage to vouch for him. 4 people were killed on a river ride in Australia's biggest theme park. The accident, after a malfunction, threw 2 of the victims off the ride and left the other 2 trapped inside. The International Whaling Commission failed to reach a consensus in a vote on a South Atlantic whale sanctuary. 5 countries in South America and Africa had strongly lobbied for the sanctuary. A radioactive leak at a reactor in Norway has been contained with no injuries sustained. The leak at the institute located in a mountain cave began on Monday. The United Nations says that the death toll on the Mediterranean has nearly matched that of 2015, with more than 3,740 migrants and refugees having drowned on their way to Europe. Libyan pro-government forces loyal to the UN-backed government fighting Islamic State in Sirte freed another group of captives from Islamic State control. India will aim to win the one-day series as they take on New Zealand in Ranchi. India lead the 5-match series 2-1. Football fans in Kolkata had a memorable day as they got a chance to meet and greet France and Arsenal legends Thierry Henry. FIFA have fined Spain's Football Federation for breaking rules governing the international transfer and registration of minors. Spain's Football Federation allowed Atletico and Real Madrid to sign underage players from other countries. Actress Kareena Kapoor Khan has praised the whole team of the forthcoming film Ye Dil Hai Mushkil, saying that all actors seem to have done a fantastic job. Actor Ali Fazlur, who is not only making his mark in Bollywood but also in international film industry, says that he wants to get married and settle down soon. Priyanka Chopra has added another feather to her cap as she was awarded the Breakout Style Icon Award at the InStyle Awards in Los Angeles. Model turned actress Cara and Dakota Johnson are reportedly dating. The Suicide Squad actress is dating the 50 Shades of Grey star post their split from their partners. Orlando Bloom has given us another reason to love him even more. The British actor, who's currently shooting in China, rescued an abandoned dog on the streets of Shanghai. Actress Anne Hathaway says that she was not happy after winning the Oscar and was trying to fake her own happiness. Hollywood star Pierce Brosnan has joined a campaign to save the whales. The Mamma Mia star has wanted Japan to stop conducting its scientific research whaling program. Social media platform Twitter announced that it will launch a Diwali emoji based on public opinion via a Twitter poll. Domestic mobile manufacturer Videocon launched its flagship smartphone Ultra 50 that comes with front-facing fingerprint sensor. Online payment gateway PayPal has joined social media giant Facebook, where the service will now be available in Messenger for people in the US to shop via chatbots. After Note 7 fiasco, Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge owner in the United States has claimed that the device which he received as a replacement for the Note 7 exploded while charging. Spanish researchers are close to developing robotic tutors that can detect the emotional state of children while interacting with educational software, which will ultimately improve their learning experience.